Dan Deary, proudly serving the Cedar Valley for 3 generations.
We're talking UNI Panther track and field with Director of Track and Field and Cross Country Dave Paulsen, as the UNI Panthers coming off a weekend where multis were out in California, and some UNI Panthers also running inside Drake Stadium. Over 20 PRs this weekend. Coach, early in the outdoor season, you get a lot of those PRs early in the season, but it's good to have a big number like 20 plus to be in that PR range. What are you seeing from the kids here the first month plus of the outdoor season?
Yeah, I think really the eagerness to compete. You know, it's like the weather in the Midwest can always be a little bit handcuffing at times to what you want to do, and so we had a meet get canceled last week, and so for them this week to have an opportunity to get out there, I just think you saw them maximize those opportunities when they come. And so if you can start off with a PR, the first outdoor meet of the year, that means you're going to set yourself up for a good outdoor season.
You had multi-event athletes out in California. You have your reigning MVC indoor champions in terms of Carter Morton and Joey Perry from the HEP and the pentathlon, getting after it in the outdoors. You have a really strong core there with the multis. What'd you have out in California this weekend?
Yeah, the multis did a terrific job out there. Carter put up a national qualifying mark in the decathlon, and then Katie Stevens, who was last year's outdoor heptathlon champion, this year she redshirted indoors. Joey took that title this year indoors, but both Katie and Joey put up scores. Katie's score will get her to the national championships. Joey's score typically will get her there. We're going to do it again because she's right on that bubble where in certain years it might not make it, but most years it does. So we just don't want to really rely on that. And so she's going to give it a go again at the Drake Relays. But for them to start off with that, national qualifying, national caliber marks, all 3 of them in the top 10 in the nation right now is terrific.
Doing fantastic. Continuing the tradition of UNI having strong multis. Coach, in the short sprints on the women's side, Emma Randecker, freshman, really blew onto the scenes in the indoor season, coming home with a conference title in the 400 and running some short sprints. She's got some good versatility that she's showing the outdoor season. Yeah,
she's such an incredible talent and just a person as well, but she's just keeping that indoor momentum rolling, and under 12 in the 100, under 24 in the 2, and then she split 53-1 in the 4x4 this last weekend at Jim Duncan down in Des Moines, and so those 3 runs happened in one day, and so she's doing a terrific job, and just couldn't be more excited for where she's going to go.
The men have a lot of depth as well in the short sprints. Tinashe Chikudu, he led the way for the men this past weekend inside Drake Stadium. You got a number of guys that are going to be gunning for some top 10 times in the Valley.
Yeah, we've got a really good group of sprints on our hands, led by Tinashe on the men's side. 10-4 in the 100. He dipped under 21 seconds in the 200, so to be running 20 point right now at this point in the season is great. Parker Kiewit not far behind him at 21.02, and then we have like 4 other guys at like 21.2 to 21.3. So a lot of depth shaping up, which is what you need when you get to the conference meet. You want to have the versatility to put them where you need to be to maximize your opportunities for points, and I feel good with where we're at right now.
Coach, the throwers really a strength for your team, especially on the men's side. Carson Lee now with an indoor shot put title. He's leading a group that just seems like there's always 3 or 4 guys that are going to be in the mix.
For sure, and Coach O'Mara, he's got those guys doing a lot of different things. And so you've got them throwing the shot, the disc, the hammer, even some of them are trying the javelin. You know, anything you can do to help the team, but led by Carson for sure in the shot put. We got a freshman, Nolan Dempsey, who was through the shot put indoors, but the discus is really his kind of event for us and why we recruited him here. He's sitting second in the conference right now, over 54 meters as a true freshman, is really fantastic. And David Russell, he's a 3 guy. He's a 3 event guy. So he's ranked really high in the shot, the discus, and the hammer. And so to see the versatility that can have, the outdoor throws have more of an impact because you have 4 events instead of 2. And that group is always someone we're going to really rely upon, and they're putting themselves in great position.
You add the javelin and the discus, brings a little more energy because those thrower groups, they bring some energy, especially at the conference meet.
For sure, and outdoor events are so fun that the implements just fly so much farther. And so instead of topping off at like 22 meters in the weight throw, you're seeing things going 60, 65 meters out there with the hammer, 50 to 55 meters in the discus. It's just a lot of fun. The javelin flies out there too.
All right, we'll have plenty more coming up with Director of Track and Field and Cross Country Dave Paulsen coming up. Drake Relays just a couple of weeks away, and we'll have a story coming up on UNI Panther student athletes. Stay tuned to more here on Panther Sports Talk.